1027 WNEW, New York.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
Ron and Fez show. This anthrax scare all over the country, Fezzy. Russ Feingold's had some staffers that tested positive. Spores of anthrax found in the governor's office in New York.
Right.
I guess that's here in Manhattan.
Yeah, the governor's Manhattan office, Governor Pataki.
But most of this stuff, Fez, you never really feel it until it hits home, and for us it did tonight.
Yes, when the scare hits home, it's rough.
We found out before Fez and I got here tonight that Billy Staples called his doctor and left work because he believes he is infected with anthrax.
So, Billy Staples, our own Billy Staples, who, of course, won't be screening your phone calls tonight.
Sorry.
He has had to go home with what he thinks is anthrax. In fact, he's headed right to his doctor's.
So, Al started to tell us the story. We said, wait, tell it on the air. What time did Billy tell you that he picked up anthrax?
Around 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30ish today.
All right, about 4, because we talked to you at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it was just after that.
4 o'clock phone meeting. Yeah. Useless phone meeting.
He was making a lot of noises.
And he was fine at that point? He was fine at 4?
No, he was just kind of sweaty, making a lot of bodily noises.
A little anthraxy? What do you mean bodily noises?
Just like...
Anthrax farts?
Like, oh, God. And just not feeling good. And he said, the sore throat is killing me. He mentioned
Phlegmy or gassy?
I would say gassy.
Now, you've always had a lot of problems. You complain to Fez and I about the noises Billy makes.
Yeah, he makes a lot of body noises.
When he's... so do a quick impression of Billy when it's just the two of you in the office.
Okay, if he needs to reach for his pen, he'll go, oh, God! Oh...
And that drives you nuts, right?
Yeah, because it's for no reason.
So with each movement, there's a strain,
right?
A pinnacle of pain, and then the relief.
Okay, so you're saying no matter what, Billy never feels good.
Right.
There's never been a day since you've known him that he's felt what you would call 100%.
Right. There's a lot of yawning also. He's always tired.
Sure, that's the anthrax.
He's got giant yawns. He yawns. It looks like an MGM movie starting.
And it also hurts him, according to Al. The yawns ache and hurt. So in the middle of all this, now today, what happened?
Today he also mentioned now he had a sore throat, and that then he just told me he had called his doctor. And that his doctor was very concerned.
Anthrax concerned?
Yes, because of the symptoms. And that he works for a, communications radio type company.
Did he bring up that no one else has anthrax here, and Billy's never opened up a letter with any kind of a powder or anything inside of it?
That he's never gone near the mail? He's not allowed?
No, none of that came up. Just that he was having those symptoms.
And he's trying to say that his doctor is very concerned, and his doctor's bad.
Yeah, did you talk to the doctor?
I did not know, but when he hung up with the doctor, he seemed like nervous.
Now,
nervous anthrax nervous, or?
Nervous that he has anthrax.
Did he say this to you?
Yes. I mean, he was like, I guess he and the doctor had talked about the symptoms with the sore throat and the sweating and all that stuff.
When you call your doctor and start screaming, I've got anthrax, yes, your doctor is going to show some concern.
Sure. So what the hell... I bring in Rory Hamptons because you said he also talked with Rory about this, right?
So I'm so glad that Billy Staples, if he does have the anthrax, followed the rules and isolated himself in a room. It sounds like he's run up and down the halls trying to infect as many with his spores as he can.
What happened, Rory? Is this a true story without Stelman?
Yeah, no, it totally is. I was just sitting in there in the production room doing some work, and Billy walks in. I'm like, what's up? You look a little white. And he was like, I'm really not doing well at all. He's like, I got a sore throat, cold. And he's like, look, picks up his arms. His armpits are all sweaty. He's like, I'm sweating like crazy.
Why's he got to show those off?
Why is he going to put his big anthrax pits in your face?
I know. An anthrax pit stop.
Yeah, I mean, and then he came up and he was like, can you feel my head, see if my head's hot?
All right, if he has it, Fez, if he thinks he has anthrax, why is he making Rory Hampton's rub him down?
I know. Don't go near his anthrax-infested body.
You might as well have taken an anthrax bath with him.
Yeah, I was like, if you think you have anthrax, why don't you get the heck out of here? Because,
Why
he was freaking me out.
And you touched him, right?
No.
You might as well have given him oral at this point.
He's a big wet dog at this point, just shaking his spores all over everybody.
All right, did he bring anthrax up to you?
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. He's like, I don't know what this is. He's like, I just hope it's not anthrax.
I hope everything is an anthrax.
It's like it's the new designer disease. My gosh, the attention he would get if he got anthrax. Sweet Lord.
And as he was leaving, I jokingly said, hey, I hope you don't have the anthrax. And he turned. He was very serious. He wasn't joking. He said, this is the one time I'm going to the doctor, and I hope I have the flu.
Oh, how profound.
Is constantly at the doctor since we've known him.
Yeah.
Did he think that maybe he didn't feel good because he ate a bottle of hot sauce last night? Did that ever occur to him during the spelling heat?
No, he never mentioned to me anything about the hot sauce.
And wasn't he already supposed to go to the doctor today for his diarrhea or something?
Yeah, but this is his other
that's
doctor.
right. He's supposed to go to Ass Doctor.
Well, why didn't the ass doctor take a look at the anthrax for him? I know that all of them want to find a case.
I know, because if Billy's got spores, it's ass spores. And that one doctor can handle everything.
There's not a night that doesn't go by that Fez and I don't say to each other, one of these days, Billy is going to do something stupid, and we'll never see him again. He's going to have one of those midlife crisis, the nervous breakdown things.
Now he's Anthrax Mary running through the streets.
All right, so did he try to call us?
You guys personally?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Since it's our show.
No.
Maybe he'd want to check in and say, Ron and Fez, even though I've only been working for you a short time, I'm not going to be there tonight. I have anthrax.
Something.
Because I would have said, you don't have anthrax. Get on the phones. You're fine.
You know, for someone who's so obsessed with his health and constantly at the doctor, you'd think he'd pick up a piece of fruit every once in a while. Maybe enjoy a salad. Instead of wearing chicken cacciatore down his shirt every night.
All right, this on the instant feedback. If Billy has anthrax, why did I just see him at the movies? Go see what movie's out.
If there's something that Billy would want to go see.
Some kind of, Billy movie.
Sitting there with a big tub of anthrax corn. Living it up.
I do how he moans around the office, because I'm never alone with him, so I never get to hear it.
Okay, like if he needs to borrow a pen and I have to hand it to him and he has to reach to grab it, he'll go, oh, God. And there's a lot of oh, God at the end.
Are you purposely stretching it away from his little anthrax?
Just the opposite. I try to get up and make him do the least amount of movement that he needs to do.
Now you know he has anthrax.
Right. Now you have to get up for him. He needs a pen, but you got to get up.
And sometimes even when he yawns, he'll yell, oh, God, after it also.
How about when he has to jump up and down to get food through his pouch?
I know. I would have thought that stomach pouch of his would stop the anthrax dead in its tracks. All right, the instant feedback. Is Billy on his way to seeing Dr. Detroit?
No, Mom, you bite it. The doctor is here.
When's the last time is he going to... Now, his doctor's going to wait and see him this late at night?
Yeah, where's he going to a doctor at this point?
His doctor seemed concerned with his symptoms and the fact that this is a radio station.
Now, here's what's going to happen. He's going to go in there telling that doctor he's got anthrax. He's going to get swabbed 9 ways to Sunday.
Right.
And we're going to have to hear about all his swabbings, how every orifice got swabbed.
Because he's constantly telling us about whatever hose or tube has been run up his bung and scraping.
He's got a whole hardware store running through him at one point or another.
So how long has he been working for us? A month?
A couple months.
And how many days has he missed?
3 so far.
Unbelievable.
3 sick days.
Now, the other 2, what was it? It was typhoid and brain cancer.
Right. Brain cloud at one point.
Yeah. The one Tom Hanks movie no one sees, Fez has got to quote it.
At one point he said he had the rickets.
No, he said he was going to see the Crickets.
Oh, okay.
Buddy Holly's old band. All right.
They should give it up.
No, they're coming back. They never needed him. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Run of Fez.
How you doing? Card holder 2069.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm thinking but the best thing Billy should do is get a nice big cup of juice.
Juice will fix any anthrax problem.
Maybe some ice.
Yeah, it's the acid in the orange juice that kills the thrax.
Crushed ice. And it'll keep it nice and cold for your throat.
Ice chips?
Yeah.
That'll work.
For that anthraxy throat. Thanks, Mikey.
So we're a man down tonight.
Always. When aren't we a man down?
Because Sicky Sickerton has had to run off to Hypochondria General to get checked in.
Fezzy, he's got the anthrax.
Please.
Then he actually left some bits that he wrote that just don't even make sense.
Oh, yeah. It's just ramblings of a madman. What I like is how Billy is always the one, if you're in a meeting and any sort of business is going on, he has to get goofy and silly.
Right.
In front of the wrong people. Inappropriate laughter is what we like to call it. And so that's why he's been banned from meetings. But now, Mr. Silly, when you want to make an anthrax joke...
I hope we all can laugh about it tomorrow. I hope it is just the flu.
Hey, now he's supposed to be handling the whole football pool on RonFez.net. And this is all out to do with his anthrax.
Right. And great prize this week, a year's worth of pay-per-view from the WWF.
And all you got to do is pick a football pool without even the points on it. Pantera should be able to pull that off. Hey, Kevin, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, buddies, what's up?
Buddy.
Listen,
hey, buddy.
I'm an expert in this field, and I think he's suffering from an extreme case of get-out-of-work-early-itis.
It seems like it. Get out of work early. The show hasn't even started, and he gets his anthrax.
Al, at what point did he leave? How long ago?
He left about 10 to 5.
There you go.
At 4:30, he went down and got chicken soup, thinking that would help him. And then after that is when he called his doctor.
Well, I'll tell you what. Not even the anthrax can kill the appetite, can it?
There you go.
God forbid one of us gets chicken soup without him. All right, say.
Yeah.
That guy could end up losing 2 legs and want to stop on the way to the hospital to get a burger. To stop at the White Castle. He could have his head lopped off.
All right, here's the instant feedback. Maybe his throat hurts because he sucks at spelling.
He didn't think he was just getting out of spelling tonight, did he?
I don't think so.
Because we're having the Spelling Heat rematch on Friday night.
All right, here's, we've got Billy's doctor on the phone right now.
Okay.
And he's going to tell us what Billy should be doing. How should Billy handle his anthrax? Get your balls out! Wait a minute, here's the nurse.
Get your balls out!
And the orderly.
Get your balls out!
Apparently we caught them in the middle of the exam.
Get your balls out!
Oh, they want to
Get your balls out!
They want to check those.
I don't know what to do with you guys, Al. I'm going to say that. You're running this thing. Don't you think you should say to him, Mr. Producer, you don't have anthrax?
He was so, sweaty and...
When is he not?
He's always sweaty. He's a large man. He's gonna sweat.
And he was coughing and making
You know
those
it's above
noises.
freezing today. He's going to sweat. Mikey, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, pal?
Hey, Mike.
A new Airdate song Billy could do.
Yeah, what's that?
I got anthrax.
I got anthrax. That's as witty as they get.
That's all it takes. You name the tune, I'll add the lyrics.
Smoke on my anthrax and fire down my throat. How about in the office where sometimes he just acts like he's listening to a new song, but it happens to be one of his?
Right, yeah. And tapping along and giggling.
Then he starts laughing and looking at us. Did you hear this? And we're going, you wrote it. Why are you laughing? A laughter comes from, I'm surprised that something has happened. I'm shocked by what I've just heard. So you can't make yourself laugh by definition. No one can sit around and laugh at their own stuff. It's impossible. It's like scaring yourself by jumping out behind a bush.
I like it when you catch him writing. Baby, you can drive my anthrax.
Right.
You got another line for me? 877-692-1027. If you're just joining us, a man down tonight. Billy Staples left work early today before Ronnie and I even got here, claiming he thinks he's got the anthrax and is headed to a doctor's office.
And yet he doesn't talk to you or me about it, Fez.
No,
Doesn't dawn on him to check in with the guys whose show it is. Look at Al. Al was so happy that he F's up because how many days go by that Al's always acting like, if Billy's not around, we need to make some changes.
Constantly. And now Al's sitting here with this crap-eating grin on his face like, I was right, I told you.
He also said he wanted to be out before you guys got there so that you guys wouldn't catch anything.
Oh,
you can't catch anthrax from another person. Doesn't he watch the news or he just gets the anthrax part?
It's not contagious.
Did he get it in a cut? Did he ever open up anything anthraxy?
I don't even know that he ever receives mail here.
Phone calls, yes. Email, tons.
Maybe someone blew it through the receiver at him.
I know he's not sleeping at night.
No, he's rolling around in anthrax sheets.
This can't be right. Dus? That's the person's name? Hey, Dus, you're on Ron and Fez?
Hey, Dus.
Ron and Fez, what you doing?
Hey, buddy.
I'm a big-time fan of y'all, man.
Yeah.
What can we do for you tonight, Dus?
No, man, I was just thinking that maybe I should, run the phones for you guys, like a substitute.
Who do we got on the phones tonight?
Matt.
Matty Moonshine?
Yes.
Yo, Al Dukes. You're the man, Al Dukes. I just think you need a little more work, and you'll be the man.
All right, thanks, Dus.
Just a little more work, Al, and that's it.
Word.
So Matty Moonshine is on the phones.
Yeah. All right, good news here, Fezzy. We have a
Spy report.
Oh,
Spy
good.
report. Spy report.
We'd like to check up on all the other shows and see what's going on. Black Earl on from Philadelphia.
Oh, nice.
Philadelphia Freedom. He's checking in for the big O&A gig that they're doing down there tonight. Earl, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Black Earl.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
What's happening in Liberty City, as it's now known?
Oh, we love Philadelphia.
Yeah?
It's a great town. We get to the YSB studios. There are people there. They're just going crazy.
That's cool.
And the place is already packed here. We're backstage at the Electric Factory.
Now, you guys all everyone sounded pretty drunk on the air.
Oh, they're hammered.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It was a 4-hour party. So people are just stumbling on over here.
Well, I don't...
And it doesn't seem like it's over yet.
Oh, the roadshow hasn't started yet.
Well, I don't want to scare any of you guys, but apparently Billy Staples has come down with anthrax from somewhere here in the building, and he went to the doctor.
He left work early today. He's got to go to the doctor.
He believes he has anthrax. How he got it, I don't know, Al.
Wait, did he have, flu-like symptoms?
Yes.
Yes, according to him, and then tried to get everyone in the building to confirm his symptoms for him.
That's not good, guys.
No, it looks like...
No, because I was reading yesterday online a couple of other stations out on the island.
Uh-huh.
They were getting tested for it because a couple of people there have flu-like symptoms.
Here's what makes me mad. Because of Billy and his little stunt, we're all going to end up in the anthrax test.
Right, we're all going to have to go into some enclosed tent and get swabbed. We're going to get Craig swabbed.
Oh, this isn't good, guys.
All right, Earl, enjoy yourself down there, okay?
Yeah, but it's been nothing but love here in Philly.
All right, don't even bring up the anthrax to the boys, okay?
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Earl.
Right.
Take care, guys.
So are we going to hear from Billy tonight?
Yeah, did he say he was going to check in, Al?
I don't know. Maybe after he gets out of his doctor's, he'll give us a call.
Does he have a phone with him?
Yes.
Do we have that number?
I think I do, yes.
Won't we do that?
It's like breaking down a child here.
I know. You think that's a good thing, that you're throwing things at your friends?
Did you know stealing was bad? And are you going to steal any more?
No.
Thank you.
Now, apparently, if he does have anthrax, we shouldn't see him again.
Oh, yeah, he's got to be wrapped in plastic and quarantined.
Maybe it's time we get that Help Wanted sign up.
Oh, okay. Just in case.
No, not just in case he has it. Why else would he leave? If he just had the flu, he'd be fine.
Well, who's going to clean out his desk?
I'm not cleaning out that anthrax infested box.
It'll take us a year just to get through the Nemo cakes.
Fezzy, still waiting to hear from Billy Staples, who left the station today, according to Al.
You know what? I'm standing across from you. I can't look at you seriously when I hear this story.
Apparently, bad case of the anthrax, according to Al.
Billy Staples goes running out of here, abandons his post, saying he must immediately get to his doctor. He has flu-like symptoms that he is attributing to anthrax.
Now, I saw him pop up online just a couple minutes ago. I got your buddy listed there, Billy.
Why would you do something that stupid?
Right. Why not just stay and work?
Right.
We know you don't have anthrax.
And we know you're not on the doctor's computer, signing in as a guest on the doctor's AOL.
Now, he called you, Roy, at what time and said he was stuck in traffic?
I guess it was about 6:30. He said he was stuck in traffic, and I asked him how he was feeling. He said, miserable.
Anthraxy?
Absolutely miserable, he said.
All thraxed out.
And was he honestly blaming it, like Al said, on anthrax?
Yeah, that's what he told me initially. He was saying that, he's like, it sounds like it's anthraxy.
Lord.
Isn't that an insult to the people who actually have it?
Yes. And I guarantee you that if it was anything else, he would have had that. Has he...
Right.
He never feels good, but until this time, has he ever claimed, I think I have anthrax?
Right, no.
Up until, Tom Brokaw's intern got it? So, so between 20 to 7, 6:30, he was stuck in traffic. Now, just a few moments ago, 15 minutes ago, he was spotted online. So, that was a very fast checkout of being checked for anthrax. A lot of things aren't adding up in your story, Mr. Staples.
Here's what I hate about this. You start to F around like this, then everybody in this building's going to have to get tested for anthrax.
Uh-huh.
Because you're faking it.
Right. He's the boy who cried spore. He'll be shunned by the village.
We're going to try to get him on the line.
Someone send him an instant message. See if we can talk to him on the phone.
We got the anthrax suffering Billy Staples in the air.
Oh, no. I hope it's safe to answer the phone.
Yeah. Billy?
Hey, guys.
Hey, like we're school teachers, Fez.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
I'm not calling in sick. I don't have to pull a pudding. Sorry I'm not there, fellas.
What are you talking about pulling a pudding?
No.
What's that mean? What's that mean to the listeners?
Uh-huh. Oh, I don't know. I guess you had to pay attention. The listeners have to pay attention. Sorry I'm not there for the enjoyment this evening, boys.
Did you go see a doctor?
Yeah, I stopped by my doctor's on the way home. I have to go back in the morning. He had to. He didn't have the necessary kits for my testing and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Anthrax kits?
He didn't specify, but he said he had to order it and it's going to be there in the morning.
All right, Billy. Now,
okay.
Let's get to the anthrax part of the story.
Okay.
You call up your doctor, right?
That is correct.
And you say what to him?
She talked to the doctor and goes, well, what do you want to come in for? I said, I have flu-like symptoms. I was like, uh-oh.
Why would they say uh-oh?
I was like, well, obviously they were thinking what I was thinking.
Why would they be thinking that?
Uh-oh, they have to see you naked?
But, and then I said, yeah.
I mean,
and
seriously, in all honesty, Billy,
yeah.
How many people you think in the country have the flu at any given time, and how many actually have anthrax right now? Less than 20, right?
Oh, I think it's only like 4 who actually have it.
No, it's much more than that.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. But why, for you, have they leaped that you have anthrax?
Well,
and they're getting a special kit instead of just giving you whatever flu medicine is around.
Well, we're going to find out, but I guess he wants to be sure. I mean, got to think about it. I would be like the first one now, if I did have it, to get it. Because, I mean, I'm not sure I don't have it. I mean, I had the ass anthrax 3 weeks ago. Remember, guys?
Why would you be targeted? Why would you be first?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be like instead of suicide bombers, maybe these cab drivers are putting it in the cabs or something. How do we know? They're like suicide cab drivers or something. You know, they could be doing it like...
All right, who takes cabs with you every night? Rory, as healthy as can be.
Mm-hmm.
Al, healthy as can be. None of them think they have the suicide cab anthrax. He's called off work now, Fezzi, with suicide cab anthrax.
I've taken cabs by myself. So, I mean,
was there anything dusty and anthraxy in the cab?
Yes. Did you get hit in the face with some powder by the driver?
Not that I noticed, but I mean, it's not entirely impossible.
Wouldn't the driver be exposing himself to anthrax?
Yeah, of course, but they don't care. You know, this is all in the name of Allah or whatever. They can take one of us out, one of them out. They're going to heaven with the virgins or something. How the hell do I know?
But if someone's going to do a suicide bombing, they're going to pick out the phone guy from Ron and Fez's show?
Well, they didn't know who I was.
And they waited for a night where you weren't with Rory or Al Dukes?
Well, Rory and Al were just lucky.
Billy, get in your car.
Thank God.
Billy, get in your car and drive back to work. This is a ridiculous thing to be able to get off work for.
Guys, Al told me to leave.
Al, you told him to leave.
He looked horrible. Then he said his doctor told him he had to get in there tonight. So
he had anthrax.
Yeah, and I'm not going to tell a guy if he thinks he's got anthrax to stay and work.
I'm going to tell him for you.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
No one has anthrax. Get in your car and come back to work, Billy.
Things I never thought I'd hear on the radio.
And you know what? Or I'd rather you do this. Write up the suicide cabbie anthrax thing. So I want it typed up so I can hand it in to the boss when we Baker Act you.
But what if it's true?
I am at a loss.
I mean,
if it's true, I'm going to apologize.
Would anybody have believed they would have crashed planes into the World Trade Center? No. So who would think that this is entirely without possibility?
Would you quit trying to get out of work on the backs of people who were attacked?
Seriously, Billy?
Yeah.
Fez has come up with a thing. It is an insult to the people that actually have done this. For you to use this as an excuse to take off of work. For the people who died in that World Trade Center, it's an insult for you to use it that way.
Well, I'm not speaking of them. I'm speaking of the idiots who perform these things, who pull off these stunts.
And you think that you are a symbol like the World Trade Center is to the Mideast. That if they take you down, somehow there will be dancing in Palestine.
Well, it's another sign of terror, you know. It's just another notch in their cigar pipe or whatever. I don't know.
Cigar pipe?
Another notch in their cigar pipe?
A hookah pipe, whatever the hell they call them over there. I don't know. All I know is I feel like crap. I got the sore throat. I got all the symptoms. I don't know.
Of anthrax?
Yeah.
Now, all right, okay. What did your doctor do tonight?
Nothing.
Of course, because they let anthrax infected people loose on the street.
Well, it's not contagious from person to person. I have to go back at 8:30 tomorrow morning before he's open for regular hours.
So he has the kit?
Yeah.
Did you get a prescription for Cipro?
No, because I've already been on antibiotics because of the other problem.
Yes.
But it wasn't the same antibiotic, so we're gonna wait till they do the testing tomorrow and stuff.
Right, because it's so vital to start getting those Cipro pills immediately if you've been contaminated.
Well, they don't know if it's true or not. I mean, it's, you know...
they think you can wait a good 12, 18 hours.
Let me just say this, Fezzi. Even Carter from RonFez.net wrote in and says, listen to his fake, sick voice. It gets faker every time he talks. Billy, I'm only saying that to you so you can see what you sound like to people who actually like you. At the very most, you have a flu.
Okay, you know what? And I hope you're right, Ron. I hope to God you're right. I pray that, you know, this is just a case of the flu and I'll be back with some medication and some...
Back where? You can't come back here. After this fake thing?
Right, you're contaminated, remember?
Well, no, what if I'm not contaminated? What if they tell me I'm not? And I'm saying,
it would be an insult to Dumpy's 3-week Australian vacation if we let you come back here now after faking anthrax and leaving.
What if I do have anthrax? Then what?
Then you're definitely not coming back.
It's not contagious.
If you have anthrax, you can come back to work. How's that?
All right, fair enough.
All right, hold on. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on with Ron and Fez.
What's up, Ron? What's up, Fezwat?
I've got the worst
Tom.
staff in history.
All right, hey Billy.
Yo.
All right, I'm going to school to be a doctor. All right.
Okay.
First of all, yeah, Cipro's an antibiotic.
Okay.
It's made especially for anthrax. Well, not made especially for anthrax, but it's one of the things it can cure is anthrax.
Alrighty.
No other antibiotic can cure anthrax.
Right. That's why we have to worry about having enough Cipro.
Right.
Or else everyone would be getting penicillin.
Don't the penicillins and stuff also work for anthrax?
Cipro is a penicillin, but it's a stronger penicillin.
Okay.
All right. Now, second of all, the drug test that you're talking about, the drug, quote-unquote, kit.
Yeah.
A goddamn, pardon my language, paramedic can do that stupid test.
Okay.
All it is a simple blood draw, and you listen to the lungs. Because have you noticed...
Did they do that to you, Billy? Did they listen to your lungs and draw blood?
No, the girl who does the blood is not going to be there till the morning, so I got to go back.
Why did she ask you to come home then?
Sorry?
Why did she ask you to come there tonight?
Well, because the doctor wanted to see me.
All right, Tom, can I ask you this?
Go ahead, What's up, Mike? Or whatever.
I also got there later than I expected to with the traffic.
Right. Now, Tom, if the blood girl wasn't there to draw blood, and they didn't have this so-called kit, and he was suspected of having anthrax, would they send him home or send him to an emergency room?
He would be hospitalized. He would be in a quarantine room.
Right.
He would get a prescription to be put in as an overnight stay in a hospital.
Not loose on the Grand Central Parkway.
Excuse me?
Not out in traffic.
No, I know.
Lying. And, I mean, like...
He's just lying then, right,
I'm
Tom?
not lying.
He's literally lying.
Why would I be lying about this?
Dude, I'm 25 years old.
That's okay. Take it easy, though.
Calm down, doctor.
You can pull the wool over my eyes at times, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, though? I've done I don't feel so good at my job.
Right.
Would you like me to bring a note from my doctor? Would that?
Sure, why not?
Okay, I can.
You know
is your doctor named Paul? Paul Bond?
No.
Or is it Dr. Kill? Sedation.
All right, thanks, Tom. You know, Billy's...
when did I lose credibility?
Maybe the anthrax thing. You know what was great?
You've killed anybody's credibility.
Here's what, the interesting thing about Billy's doctor is, though. Billy's doctor can talk to the animals.
Really?
Talk to the animals.
My doctor's a very good doctor.
Right.
Now, why would he call you in tonight if he doesn't have anything in which to test you with?
Because I was supposed to get there a lot earlier than I did, but the traffic coming out of the city was horrible.
Right.
And I got there a lot later than I expected.
The anthrax victims running out. All right, here, Billy, I'm going to call your doctor right now, okay?
Okay.
Dr. Bombay. Dr. Bombay, where are you?
Oh, my goodness, Dr. Bombay. Something's wrong with Sammy.
Billy?
Yeah.
If you don't have anthrax, I can't see any way you can come back to work.
But the flu doesn't count?
No.
Not as anthrax.
No, but I mean as a sickness?
No.
Do you think it's because you ate too much hot sauce last night?
No, it had nothing to do with that.
The sore throat?
No, because I had to remember I was coughing anyway, so it was starting yesterday.
None of us remember your anthrax-like symptoms.
The symptoms...
All right, wait a minute. This on the instant feedback. When did I lose my credibility, said Billy, right? Mad Dog?
Oh, yeah.
Mad Dog was not me.
Yes, but it was your boy. All right, here's Dan from Hoboken. Hey, Dan, you're on with Ron and Fez.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, what's up, guys? Quick, you got to get Flat Stanley out to Long Island. You need a picture next to the first guy with suicide cab anthrax. The kids will love that. Suicide cab anthrax.
Isn't it embarrassing?
It's a new strain.
And the funny thing is, if he really did have anthrax, he should have stayed because it's not contagious. He should have left if he had the flu because that's contagious.
So I did. Either way, I did the right thing.
What's your old poker night, Billy?
Excuse me? Sunday nights.
Yeah, okay.
Why?
I had a strange feeling it was Wednesdays.
No, it's Sunday night.
Are you sure you're not supposed to be playing softball tonight or something?
No, Snowflake League. I didn't get into this year.
All right, thanks, Danny.
See you later.
Thanks, Dan from Hoboken.
Man, you take a boot from Dan from Hoboken, Billy.
That's all right. You kick a guy when he's down, no problem.
When he has anthrax.
Yeah.
Sure, it's easy to be up a guy.
You guys are all going to feel terrible if it is true. Worse than I do.
Not at all. I want to guarantee you I won't feel worse than you.
I'll feel like I can finally believe you.
Lisa, you're on Ron and Fez.
What a way to get you on my side, huh, Fez?
Lisa, you're on with Ron and Fez and Billy Liar.
Someone cue up some violins.
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Listen, there's no way when he called, his doctor said, uh-oh. Because I called no way. I called my doctor yesterday. I said, listen, I have flu-like symptoms. I'm not feeling well. You know, it's probably the flu. I think I should come down. My son had strep last week. Okay, come down. I come down. It was friggin' food poisoning, okay?
Sure.
And I said to my doctor, are people coming in thinking that they have anthrax? He's like, well, you know, they do the tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. He goes, nobody here has anthrax.
Right.
And I want to know how important he is that he's for anthrax in the first place.
Yeah, why are they taking
targeted, Lisa?
Why are they targeting you, Billy?
No, they're not. They're not going to be targeting me.
I mean,
Well, you notice it's all big, mean people.
they're going after the governor of New York.
What did they target?
The Senate Majority Leader.
What, they targeted a 7-month-old baby?
No, but they went after ABC.
You know what? My doctor made a very good point. Nobody even bothered to ask those parents. Was that baby pumpkin picking the weekend before? Was that baby near horses, cows on a farm, apple picking? You can get it from animals.
They
From
said a lot of
soil,
people.
From dirt.
Some people that are having sex with animals are getting it.
Uh-oh.
Billy.
Uh-oh, Billy.
There you go, guys. I cracked it for you.
All right, thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, guys.
A lot of comments about Billy's sick voice coming in on the instant feedback.
Yeah.
This one from Jeff says, oh, I love Billy in that commercial. Barbara, are you up? Barbara, are you up?
All right, now here's another one, and this is a big problem with you, Billy. Would you listen to this? You're not sleeping. You're up spanking on the computer all night. Paranoid writes in and says, I talked to Billy on IM at 4 a.m. in the morning last night. At 4 a.m., and he was fine.
How could he tell I was fine through an instant message?
When he couldn't hear this very sick voice.
What?
He's going
What am I supposed to type in a hoarse voice for paranoid?
No, you couldn't do your fake voice there, did you?
What do you, ask Rory. Ask Al if I wasn't sick all afternoon at the studio.
Rory, I want you to tell us the truth. And Al, I want you to tell us the truth. In your heart of hearts, do you think he has anthrax? Would you be willing to bet on it?
No, I don't think he's got anthrax.
How about $10 against $100? So you want to bet?
Yeah, I'm in on that bet.
All right, so I'll put up 100 if you'll put up 10?
Yes.
All right, you want some of this action, Roy?
Yeah, sure, I'll get in on it.
All right. Billy?
What?
You backing up this with some money?
What's the bet? I'm sorry.
10 to 1, $100 for you. I'll give you 1,000 if you got anthrax.
Sure.
And you're going to give me $100.
Yeah, I'll take. I'll take the 1,000 and the guilt that you'll feel when I do.
I'll have no guilt. I'll have zero guilt. And let me just tell you this, Billy, because you're saying, where's my credibility?
Yeah.
All these guys that you work with every day said to Fez and I as we came in, they couldn't wait. They came running at us with Billy's latest, they said, BS story.
Oh, get out of here.
I'm telling you what they said.
Al, maybe, never Rory.
Rory was laughing.
Ronnie and I came in a little bit later than usual tonight, and they couldn't wait for us to get here. In fact, they were waiting in the hallway.
I mean, when I left, Al didn't even say feel better or anything.
Why would he?
He just said goodbye.
No
Rory
wonder.
at least said, take care, bro. Hope you feel better.
Well, that was sweet. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez?
Al doesn't want to be an accomplice.
Yeah. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez?
Hey, Jim.
What's up, guys? Hey, Billy, I got to tell you, you know, when this first came out, I thought maybe Al was making something up. You know, Billy was like trying to get out of work, and he said he had anthrax or something. Listening to your voice now, Billy, and the way it's changed over the length of the call, you're lying, bro.
Jim, if I'm lying, why would I bother show up to work, go all the way into the city, and then to turn around after 2 hours to go home? Why wouldn't I just call in and stay home? It doesn't make sense, dude.
Yeah, it don't make sense. Why'd you come in and then go home? Why didn't you got a good point. Why didn't you stay home?
Billy, you did not
To quote you, you have the flu. Okay,
Right,
or you have anthrax with flu-like symptoms. Why wouldn't you stay home then?
Because I'm a
figured
trooper.
you get everybody in the studio
I'm
sick?
a trooper,
I'm a trooper. I'm dedicated to my job and to the show.
Oh, you figured you get everybody. You figured you get Paul, Ron, and Fez sick so they couldn't come in and do the show, right?
Well, no. I left before they got there.
If you were a trooper, you'd be here now.
You figured you'd go in and get the two guys sick. You know,
What,
guys,
I didn't even see
definitely
Ron and
would
Fez.
like to. Guys, I definitely wouldn't let him back in the studio after this.
All right, thank you,
I tried
Jim.
to get you guys sick.
I'll get decontaminated, whatever. I'll be back. I
He'll
gotta be
get
back.
decontaminated?
What?
Is this what the doctor's kit?
No, that's what I just said. I'll be back.
Yeah, he's
Not with this show.
I got the bar crawl to do next week.
No. Al will
You're
be doing
too
the bar
sick.
crawl.
You're too sick.
Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mark.
You're kidding me, man.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me, man, saying that you have anthrax.
Well, how do I know it's not?
You got to be kidding me,
What?
man.
Yeah,
You get anthrax, you got to work one day. They give you Cipro, you're back the next day.
All right, well, I'll go tomorrow and I'll get
advice for you, Bill.
And I'll get the Cipro.
I got a little advice for
What's
you.
that, buddy?
Don't take a card on the inside straight. Just fold them, okay? If you're going to go play cards tonight.
Seriously.
Be a man, and own up to it, man.
Go play cards and enjoy yourself, Billy.
It's Sunday. We need a couple players, too.
Here's the situation.
Huh?
You haven't even sustained your fake voice through this whole thing.
Ronnie, that's why, because it's not a fake voice. It comes and goes. I got a sore throat. What am I going to do?
It comes and goes.
Yeah, you got a sore throat. It's like sometimes you got phlegm, sometimes you don't, huh? Wait, you want to hear the fake voice? Here's the fake voice. Hey, guys, how you doing? That's the fake voice.
That is not a fake voice.
Job of the
Thank you, Mark. Boy, you can tell.
Thank you.
When he was using, he must have learned how to lie himself out of any situation.
Oh, that's true, Ron.
And when he's caught now, he just acts like, that's why I know I'm not.
Mike on the instant feedback wants to know, with the Emmys postponed, is Billy still eligible for an award with this performance?
I would give him biggest cartoon character with the Anthrax. All right, now let me go to your best buddy, because you put him in there and you said that he agreed that you had Anthrax. Rory, do you believe Billy has Anthrax?
No, not at all.
Does Rory think I'm sick, though?
Yeah, I think you're sick.
Okay. So it is, but if I'm sick, there is a possibility.
What kind of sickness? What kind of sickness do you think he has?
Definitely a little sick in the head.
All right, see, that's the thing.
You're not getting a ride home no more, pal.
Do you think he has the flu?
Nah, maybe.
Do you think there's any reason why he couldn't have worked tonight?
No, not at all. He looked
because you saw him.
Yeah.
Why is he staying up all night? Is he using again? Look at me. Is he using again?
I think so. Yeah.
Billy, are you?
Look, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Why aren't you sleeping at night? It ain't from Anthrax keeping you up all night.
That makes you tired.
By the time I get home, my wife's sleeping, and, I'm a little wound up, and I got time by myself. That's not the point. That's not what we're talking about. I'm not going to get into
That's why you
that.
don't feel well at night.
What?
This is why you don't feel well during the show. You're not getting enough rest.
Look, if I breathed in the spores, it has nothing to do with my rest.
You didn't breathe in the spores.
All right, let's get down to this. Did you open any mail here ever, Billy?
Oh, yeah, I get mail in my mailbox.
From who?
Anything powdery.
Anything from not inside the company.
And I have a post office box. I get mail out, too, and stuff.
Not from the show, though, right? It's just from people you know.
No, from with airsick and stuff.
Oh, airsick fans?
No.
Well, if anyone had a reason.
Very funny, Fez. Kick me when I'm down. No, I mean, we get business mail and stuff all the time. And I've gotten mail at the station. There's stuff in there from time to time. I don't recall what the last couple were, but I didn't
You know that there wasn't any Anthrax powder on it.
I did not notice any powder, put it that way. But most of these powder envelopes go back to September 25th before anybody knew about it. I wouldn't remember.
You wouldn't remember a powdery envelope that poofed when you opened
and then freak out when you heard.
Oh, is that what happens? I didn't know what happened. I just thought it was covered with powder or something.
Either that or the suicide taxi drivers.
Right.
Well, that really makes the most sense when you think about it.
Yes, they're very powdery cabs.
Hey, Rocky, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Rocky.
Card number 439.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I believe Billy.
There it is. There's somebody who believes you.
I had to stay home today myself.
Why is that?
Rocky.
I think I got bit by a vampire last night.
Oh. You see that, Billy? You see that, Billy? You're becoming a laughing stock.
And it's not fair. It's really not. I'm legitimately sick, and there's no way that you can tell me right now that it is not the possibility of being anthrax.
This on the instant feedback. God willing, Billy has the yellow cab strain of anthrax and not the horrid gypsy cab strain.
Uh-huh.
I want a note from your doctor.
Okay.
And even with that, you're still not coming back.
Then why do I need a note?
Just so I can see that you're lying. And this better not be Dr. Mad Dog, because we're going to call the doctor.
Right.
We are going to call the doctor.
We need a letterhead on that note so we can call.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that very easily. I mean, he can do that.
See you later, Billy.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, good night. Have a fun night watching TV and playing poker and rocking around on the computer.
I'll be in bed.
Sure you will. Sure you will.
I have to get up very early tomorrow morning. I got an 8:30 doctor's appointment.
Oh, yeah, right. Anthrax kit.
Yeah, no, I'm not used to getting up that early, so.
Right. All right, we'll see you later, Billy.
God bless.
God bless.
Godspeed, Billy Staples. Godspeed.
I'm so angry that he would use this, Fezzi. The tragedy that's happening out there.
Right. It's
for himself taking a day off work.
Absolutely ridiculous that he would try to play on people's sympathies, which there's none here, and tell people he thinks he has anthrax. He's contracted it.
The other stupid thing is, why do you think we would even care if you had anthrax? The way we go through producers. All right, let me tell you something.
The thing that gets me is you can never turn him off when you need to be serious. When you have to have a serious discussion, you can never turn Billy off. Then tonight it's all
kick someone while they're down.
Yeah, that's real funny. That's real funny.
Yes.
In the meantime,
Ron, I hope it's the flu.
Right.
At this point in my life, I hope it's the flu.
God willing, it will be the flu. Then we'll all have a good laugh at it. All right, let's call the Hawk in, because I don't want this to seem like it's just me being the ball buster as normal, okay? Fez, you and I will not vote on this.
Okay, that's
we will
fine.
leave it up. Al, if I'm calling the Hawk in, it means I want you here as well. Get that through your head.
Realize that.
I want the whole team here as a jury.
Hawk,
all right?
fly now. That's how I call him.
There he is. So quick. We'll let these guys vote. If Billy does not have anthrax, should he be invited back to be part of the show again? Or should we just say, Billy is not working out? You're a little bit too crazy for us.
Right.
I will go with the Hawk. And you guys, Fez and I will not have a vote in this. You guys vote with your hearts any way you want. Hawk, you first.
All right. If he doesn't have anthrax, then no, he shouldn't be allowed back on.
All right. If he does have anthrax?
Oh, yeah, then sure.
Okay.
Because that's not contagious.
Right. And even if it was, Fezzy, we'd still carry him. All right, so there's your job is invited. You're lucky to come back, but you better have anthrax.
Right. After the scene and everything you tried to put.
Right.
The show through tonight.
So what Hawk is saying is if you don't have anthrax now, you better be out there licking mail, because you're not coming back to work without it.
I know, because after the scene he put on before we got here, does he think that it doesn't go any further than Al? That Jeremy Coleman, that Ken Stevens doesn't need to know about an anthrax infection?
If he panics this thing, and the sports guys have to get tested, and Don and Mike, and Opie and Anthony, he will be so hated in this building.
There's no way he'll be able to come back in if this whole company, this building has to go and get swabbed.
And swabbed and give blood and everything else.
And
People
wait
will be
in line.
furious. All right, let me check with you, Al. Al, should he be able to come back if he does not have anthrax?
No, he should not.
Now, if he does have anthrax, should he be able to come back?
No.
You just want him out.
It's just, it'll be another thing down the road.
You said if he had a hangnail, Al, you don't want him back.
Is it the moaning that he does?
It's the combination of everything.
All right, so you don't want him back, anthrax or no anthrax?
No.
All right, so we're 2-0 on one and 1-1 on the other.
Right.
Here's Rory, his best buddy, who really I call the female Billy sometimes when I look at Rory.
Thanks.
If he does not have anthrax, should he be invited back to do the show?
No, not at all.
Absolutely not.
No.
No, you as an employee, does it kind of make you a little angry that a guy that you're supposed to be in the front lines with was faking?
Yeah, and he gave me a ride home last night and everything, and
How was he last night when you guys rode home together? It was right after the spelling heat. I know everyone had hot sauce.
He was fine. He said he even asked if I wanted to go out to a bar with him.
I hate that. Now here's the thing: Wouldn't that hot sauce kill any anthrax spores that you could have in your body?
It would absolutely have to. The way it permeates everything. It gets through your skin. It goes up your nose. Obviously in your mouth. You're eating it. Gets in your eyes.
All right, let's check here. If he does have anthrax, should he be invited back?
No, because I'm 100% sure that he's using again, too.
He would be using his anthrax.
No, not that. He's saying he's partying.
Yeah. Oh, that. Oh, okay.
Jeez.
All right. That's not a good-looking scorecard.
No, that's not a good-looking. Who would think that Hawk would be the liberal one?
Right, with a split vote. And let him back if he has anthrax.
Well, we got to take a break here. I'm very, very disappointed, though. You know, I don't know what to say to a country out there that you said, look what happened to our city, look what happened to the Pentagon.
Right.
Even now, what's going on, the terror in this country. We have a guy on our show suffering from imaginary anthrax.
Sure.
And I'm not going to sit back and feel like the one person I can bitch about is the military who's over there trying to save our asses.
Uh-huh. When we're, I guess they're doing it for Billy at this point.
Yeah.
It's a situation. We're a man down tonight. Billy has gotten it into his head that, yes, he has the anthrax, although his doctor won't look at him, send him to an emergency room, and says come back maybe the next day or so.
By the way, little Lene is on the Air Force tonight, Fuzzy. Lene, how you doing, honey?
Boys, we are so upset over here about Billy, but Lene has to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
Billy has anthrax.
Billy has anthrax.
Billy has the anthrax.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's suffering from anthrax.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, tuck that baby in. Now, in the conversation with Billy Staples tonight, who has convinced himself that he has anthrax, even though his doctor told him to go home, don't bother me anymore, did he mention if he was going to try to come in to work tomorrow?
I think he was going to see how it went with the doctor in the morning at his 8:30 appointment.
And then decide from there.
Yeah. I think that's his first deal. What's he going to do in the morning?
Because we already have the Hawk out tomorrow.
Yes.
You can't hide your lying eyes, Billy Staples. We're running fast.
Fuzzy, the headlines have leaped right into our own lives. Billy Staples believes he has the anthrax. Left work yesterday.
Right. Abandoned his post.
Right.
His doctor screamed, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, yeah.
And needed to see him immediately because Billy, according to the conversation you just heard, has been targeted by the Al-Qaeda terrorist network.
Right. Here's what I like, too. He had flu-like symptoms. Do you have the flu? Oh, no.
Nah. Mm-mm.
How do you even know you had the flu until you actually throw up? Up to that point, you're feeling a little queasy.
Right, yeah. Maybe a little warm. Maybe you don't feel yourself.
Right. So Billy left here yesterday claiming he had anthrax. He's here today. And remember what I said, Fuzzy. If you had anthrax, yes, come back.
Right.
If not, there's no place for you here. And it's not a place you can just leave.
Right, and that's the way his coworkers voted last night as well. And he's supposed to have a note from his doctor stating, yes, Billy Staples has anthrax.
So I see Billy out there near the phones. Let's bring him in. 877-692-1027.
Anthrax, now!
I'm a little interested to read this doctor's note of anthrax.
Hi, fellas.
Where is the doctor's note letting us know that you have a terrible case of anthrax?
Well, there is no doctor's note just as of yet. Because...
There's no doctor's note, period.
There's no doctor. Let's face some facts.
Oh, there was a doctor, definitely. I went and spoke with him this morning.
I got up, I checked the papers to read about Billy Staples, the latest.
Right.
Fuzzy. It's finally now in the radio world.
When we heard that there was 2 more cases that confirmed anthrax infection, I thought for sure one of them would have the name Staples attached.
Now, you said the doctor did not have the kit last night. Do you have the kit this morning?
When I went and spoke with him this morning, I spoke with my doctor, and he called the Nassau County Department of Health, Department of Infectious Diseases, and he spoke...
You better not be bringing up our station to that place.
No, not at all.
Or they're going to be down here...
Oh, in biohazard suits.
Swabbing everybody who works here.
Not at all.
We're all going to get wrapped in plastic.
Not at all. I did not bring it up at all. And he said that until there's some kind of an outbreak, they don't even recommend doing blood testing yet. But he did take swabs of me.
Swabs where? From where?
My throat and my nose.
Ew.
That's always going to be grotesque. That's going to... You've put enough chemicals in your nose over the years anyway. You should be able to kill anything else.
Then I don't know if a swab could stand it.
Well, you know...
So why are you back here when we don't have the anthrax note? That was the deal.
Well, we don't know I don't have the anthrax yet. It has not been confirmed one way or another. And until...
Wait, the confirmation is in, and it's by me. You don't have anthrax.
Okay.
You're lazy, and you took yesterday off. You played hooky.
Ron, if I was lazy, I wouldn't have come in at all. I came in, I tried to do my job.
Well, you know you're not going to get paid for never coming in.
You don't even appreciate the fact that I came in when I was sick and it could have, with a potentially fatal disease. He's like...
Potentially fatal.
Here's the thing. I don't mind someone being sick.
Right.
It's when you start waving the anthrax flag.
Right.
Well, Fezzi, if you had...
As an excuse to go home.
When I get the symptoms that I had, what would you think? If you matched... If my doctor read off the symptoms this morning,
you know what I would
every
think?
one of them.
I think I was being a pussy and wanted to go home.
I would think, it's gotten cold. The weather's changing back and forth. Some days it's warm. Some days it's cold. I bet I don't take care of myself. I bet I got a cold.
I do take care of myself. Your concern is overwhelming. Thank you.
Please. You know what? You're right. We have no concern, Billy. We don't believe you. We took your statement yesterday and put it on a song called Lion High. We think you're lying.
Well, then fine. I'll give you my...
And you're playing into the terrorist hands by just being a puss.
When you're throwing your body on my anthrax-ridden corpse at the funeral,
all right, now you're being a bit... Please, let me tell you something. If you're dead, I ain't showing up at the funeral. That's a gimme. Maybe I'll send one of the interns.
Right.
With something from me.
Friday will be there.
Well, you didn't even ask how I'm feeling, so I guess I shouldn't assume you'd be at the funeral.
Billy, we're not... Hey, you don't have anything. Nothing is wrong with you. Nothing at all.
Nothing?
Nothing.
I don't sound different to you. I'm not coughing and wheezing. I have a pile of pills in the office. That doesn't mean...
What do you have, anthrax pills?
I have antibiotics, which are one of the amoxicillin.
All right, go get your pills. I want to read these pills.
I'm sure there's bottles of Cipro in the office.
God.
He never knows when to stop, is the thing. That's the thing.
I almost slugged him. I almost swung at him.
Thank you for your concern.
Well, thank you for your fake voice.
Your overwhelming concern. Oh, he drives me nuts.
He's such a faker. And everyone's on to him. When everyone's on to you, then admit it.
Right. You went home. And you know what? Even if you have a flu, this is not the kind of job where you don't even have to feel well at. You know what I mean? It's not like we're roofers, iron workers.
Right.
Where you got to feel 100%.
We're not working with people's food.
Hey,
I wish we were.
James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, James.
Car holder 11050.
Hoo-ah!
I've never heard a show with more problems, more sissies in my life. Ron
It is
Fez,
true.
Start kicking some butt. It's your show. Start kicking some butt.
I know, James. What do you do to punish someone who's faking an illness to get out of work?
I'm going to go home and come back when they're done and you lose your job. What was that?
All right, here's...
Have you never been sick, dude?
Yeah, but I went to work. I work on...
You've never left work early? You're never called in sick a day in your life?
All right, wait a minute.
16 years, I work on commission. I never called in sick.
You know what? I'll tell you the same thing. Neither have I, Billy. I've never missed a show.
Well, I was looking
If I
out.
don't work, I don't get paid. Simple as that. I went to work last week with a backache. I could barely walk. How's that?
And you know what? Even if you had the flu, Billy, we wouldn't have minded.
Okay.
We wouldn't have said anything. But you throw an anthrax into the mix.
Well, it scared me.
I know, but you go up and down the halls telling everyone you got anthrax.
No.
What's someone like Ken Stevens, the general manager, supposed to do?
Billy, you probably really have anal tract. To be honest with you. I heard
glad you can make fun.
Billy has anthrax.
That's what the kids think. Thanks, James.
Oh, it's not really that
wait a minute.
funny.
All right, I got... Believe me, it's not funny at all.
No.
Now, I got his medicine. Wild cherry secrets, Fuzzy, is part of what he brought down.
All right.
And then this other thing...
With a sore throat.
Azacol, is that it?
Yes, that's just the container I used to carry my pills in.
From the old days?
That's from my colitis.
Oh, this is your ass medicine?
Ronnie, you touched ass medicine containers.
Why would you give me an ass medicine
It's not
container?
a suppository.
Ew.
All right, what's in here?
It's time released.
Al, I want you to open it because I don't want to be touching an ass container. I blame this on you, Al. That should never even be able to enter this zone that I'm in.
How did that get through our protocol?
Oh.
Al, would you like me to open it for you? There you go.
All right.
What's in there, Al? Just tell me what's in there. I don't want to see them in case it's something that goes, look at all the, like a tackle box filled with pills.
It looks like a big box of Jelly Bellies.
Well,
all different colors.
It's all the different types of medicine I need for...
Anthrax.
Well, the possibility is still there, so we gave...
Which one is the Cipro?
There is no Cipro.
Aha. In the world, you mean? Or
No,
you don't have it?
I don't have Cipro.
Yeah, sure, because why waste it on a healthy person?
Sure.
But I have the same family of antibiotic which still works on the anthrax virus. It's called Levaquin.
An antibiotic works on everything.
No, not necessarily.
It's the Cipro that targets the anthrax.
Yes, but there's a chance that I also just may have the flu, so it's...
Ooh, that chance could be as high as 100%. And I don't even believe that.
Do you think maybe there's the slightest chance?
Look how I'm sweating. Look at this.
Yes, you're sweating because you're caught. Did you throw up?
I usually throw up, yeah. I throw up normally, so it's hard to tell when it's real and when it's not.
Why are you throwing up normally? Because
of stomach stapling. If I eat too much or eat too fast, so...
So you throw up every day no matter what?
Not every day, but a couple times a week.
And then you have to go back and eat that later?
No.
Oh, okay. You just start with fresh food. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Rob. Rob, you're on Run of Fizz. Rob.
Hey, what's up, guys? 2630 checking in, man.
What's
okay, check it out, man. You got to go easier on Billy Staples.
Thank you.
It's all in the media. It's in everyone's mind. The dude works at a radio station, a CBS-affiliated station, no less. You know, it's maybe to you guys it's the Ron and Fez show, and you guys don't think you're huge. But the terrorists don't know that. You know,
do you honestly think that a terrorist would mark this show like they have the news, the national news shows?
Maybe they marked the station, not the show, and Billy just came in contact with it. You can't...
Okay. You know what, Rob? Let's start like you're correct. Okay, maybe they have targeted us, and maybe Billy got it. Billy, you opened up a letter that there was some kind of powder in?
Yeah. Not that I'm aware of, no.
Is there any powder ever around you at any time? Anything that looks anthraxy?
Yeah, there was
Here
stuff
in
on
the
my
office.
hat. There was stuff on my hat which I never saw before, like a white powdery substance.
From where?
My New York City. I don't know. Could be from the cab.
Now, this is the first I'm hearing this.
That's the first time I noticed it. I never
powder
noticed
in your
it
hat. I'm going to bet that it's dandruff.
You can go get the hat. No, it's on the top of the hat.
I'm not going to. Why go get the hat if you honestly think it's? And it's in here?
Why can't I prove it? Yeah, it's in the.
Why didn't you take it to the doctor?
Did you turn this alleged hat into the doctor?
I only noticed it when I came to work today. I never noticed it before. I could have gotten it from the cab or something. It's amazing. I get more compassion from the listeners than I do from you guys.
Ron, can I say something real fast?
Go ahead.
Billy, it's more believable if you say you got the anthrax at the station. Leave the cab thing out of it.
He uses the cab thing thinking because he takes cabs and Arab guys drive cabs that they've somehow put it through the heating vents.
Right. Did any sort of powder shoot out at you in this cab?
Not that I'm entirely aware of, but it is possible.
I'll tell you how confident I am. Al, go lick Billy's cap. Go take his baseball cap and lick it.
Lick all around it. Lick all around the brim.
I don't want to do that even if it's not the anthrax.
No, I want you to do it just to prove a point. Lick the powder out of his baseball cap.
You go lick the top of his cap to make him look like a fool.
I wouldn't do it, Al.
I don't know what it would be.
Just lick it and find out. I'm sure it's some kind of a creamer.
I guarantee you it's something that came off of a donut.
All right, thank you, Rob.
Take care, guys. See ya.
I am so annoyed around this place. Here's a guy who says he's your doctor. Let's check in with your doctor.
Oh, good.
Hello, doctor?
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Dr. Seuss. I got Billy's diagnosis over here.
What's that?
I don't have the flu. I don't have to poo. I don't have anthrax. I just don't have a clue that Billy's going to win the Best Actor at the Oscars.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, have you told our boss, Jeremy, about your anthrax concerns?
I think you should report this to Jeremy, and, of course, your supervisor, Al, you already did, and to Human Resources.
And I did mention it to Al. I mentioned it to Craig Schwab, the assistant program director, yesterday when I went home. So...
Did he start writing up the papers and have you fired then, or is he going to wait until payday?
He seemed very concerned.
Of course.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice to see that.
He wants people to treat him nice.
So you went to your doctor last night. He threw you out, said there's nothing wrong with you. Go home. You went back to see him again today.
Correct.
And you're still walking the streets with anthrax.
Well, nothing has been confirmed yet. He said that, they did take the tests. And
Tell him I have a confirmation. Billy's a liar. Send that to him immediately.
It seems like I'm going through a lot of work to prove a lie here, guys. Why would I be going to the doctor twice if I really didn't think this was true?
Because you're a nut.
I'm not a nut. I'm a normal guy who has symptoms of a very, very fatal disease. And it's concerning with everything that's going on.
What are your symptoms?
Sore throat, fever, lightheadedness, dizziness, coughing.
To me, if someone told me those things, I'd just say Billy Staples. That's the way I describe you.
Sweating a lot, too, another one.
You're always sweating. You're constantly sweating no matter what happens.
I'm sweating more than normal, then. It's not right for me. It's something.
What'd you do last night?
I just
You go
stayed
bowling?
home. No.
You go play cards with the buddies?
No, that's Sunday night.
Oh, he drives me nuts. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what can we do for you?
Oh, I think Billy's sore throat is because of that hot sauce he had the other night.
Yeah, there you go. You ate hot sauce Friday night.
That's true. I did, but I was sick. I felt sick before that, so it really had nothing to do with the hot sauce.
You ate a lot of it, though.
Yes, that's true, but I felt better after a little while. Okay, after a long while after that stuff, but I did have the sore throat beforehand.
Here's what... Thanks a lot, Jeff. Here's what makes me mad about you doing this, Billy. Number one, it's an insult to the people that actually have to deal with a real disease. Number two, you fool around like this, and they're going to be down here throwing a 10 over this place because they've done it to other places.
But, Ronnie, why do you think I'm fooling around? I am dead serious. I'm concerned about this.
I want you to know something. The authorities are filled with cranks, and I don't want to be one of them.
I did not call any authorities calling in a crank anthrax call. I spoke to my personal physician, and he called the Nassau County.
Right. You say your doctor, he's got to report it. Just like Craig is not going to, say, no, I think that you're a retard, Billy. You don't have anthrax, you're retarded.
Should I have just, totally ignored it, my feelings, or what the thoughts were? And if it was true...
You have any of these rashes on your arms, any sores?
I've got something coming out on my face. I don't know what that is.
Let me see.
Under my right cheek here.
Let me see.
That's jelly.
That's a pimple, my friend.
No, I've had pimples before. That's not a pimple.
What are you going to do if, let's say, the Opie and Anthony show has to go get scrubbed and swabbed? How are you going to explain that to them?
How would contracting anthrax be my personal fault?
Here's what I want to see what happens. They put Opie through one of those Silkwood showers where they're scratching his body down with some kind of a wired brush and see how friendly he feels to you.
Well, if I'm saving his life, I think he'd probably be pretty grateful after a while.
You should drive me nuts.
No, I mean, if we all had to go through showers to make sure we don't have this anthrax...
Well, let me tell you something.
We're not showering together.
I will punch you in the pouch if somebody comes in here and swabs me. I will say, excuse me 1 second, and I'll heart punch you right in that pouch of yours.
And I'm not going in some communal shower with all you people. No one's seeing my peepster.
I think a swab is a small price to pay for your health.
Oscar, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Oscar.
Oscar, get.
What's up, boys? 1098 here.
Hey, buddy.
Let me tell you, Billy has some type of psychosis because he wants to be such a part of September 11th so bad. I remember being so mad every night that he wanted our troops to be out there.
Right.
He was giving himself a heart attack because we weren't out there. Like if he was going to be the lead general and so forth. But meanwhile, all his fat ass was going to do was watch it behind TV. And now that that has begun and that he can't be a part of it, now that he sees this way that he can be a part of this tragedy, the only way that he can be a part of it, since he can't be a hero, he has to be a victim. And for him to disgrace the memory of all those people by saying that he has anthrax is disgusting.
You know, Oscar,
what a great analogy. What a great theory.
You should be a psychiatrist, my friend, because you pegged this guy.
Well,
he couldn't be a hero, so now he's a victim.
He has the mind of a 3-year-old. All you have to do is, be around 3 years old to figure him out. I'm not doing anything great. It's just so simple. And the way he wants all this sympathy, the way he wants everybody to rally around him to be a leader,
I know.
I can't
disgusting.
wait to bid him goodbye, and then I'll do right after him.
All right. Thank you very much.
See you.
See you. That's a very good point. Very, very good point. Hey, Hank, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Hank.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Yeah.
I got him pegged, too. He's a dick.
Yes, he is.
Wow, another diagnosis.
Perfect.
We had a scare in my building yesterday. We had special services there. And it's not a white powder. It's an almond brown powder. So it's probably from his donut yesterday he got on his hat.
You eating donuts down there in the office?
No donuts.
You carrying donuts in your hat again?
No,
all right, so it's not white powder. Whatever powder. You know, the world's full of powders anyway, Billy. And plus, you never saw that until after your anthrax.
That's correct. I had not worn the hat since then. That's why. It's the first time I've worn the hat.
You know what? Do me a favor. Don't joke like that on the radio about your hat.
Why?
There's nothing on that hat. I'm going to repeat to anyone listening. Nothing is on his damn hat.
Nothing.
Even though I haven't seen it, I'm guaranteeing it's nothing. All right, thank you very much, Hank.
See ya.
877-692-1027.
All right, I don't even want to look at him, Fezzy. Hey, Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Yeah, I'm a doctor up in the Bronx, and I'm a young doctor, but we've been talking about this anthrax. Listen, Billy doesn't have anthrax because there's 3 types that you get, right? There's the skin, there's the stomach, and the respiratory kind. If you got the respiratory kind days ago, I hate to tell him he'd be dead already. His doctor wouldn't treat him with antibiotics as an outpatient. It'd be all over.
All right, so, Eric, have you gotten people coming there going, I have a sore throat, I think I got anthrax?
Absolutely. We've gotten bunches of people. You know, a woman the other day.
Women.
Smelled something funny and came saying her whole family's sick. It turned out they were painting her house or something.
Right.
We're getting these all the time.
So every time someone farts in the on the train now, everybody else thinks they got anthrax.
We got gas.
Eric, I'll tell you another thing. The media has gone nuts with this.
100%.
They've gone crazy. And every time I see a doctor, he's like, hey, don't worry. We've got this thing we've got a lot worse diseases out there. Let's worry about those.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen a doctor panic yet.
Yeah, the good thing is that's true. The CDC, is really clamping down on, people prescribing. Our hospital actually has a policy where we're not even allowed to prescribe Cipro just because of fear of other doctors giving it out too much and creating a shortage in case we actually needed it. And we're not even testing the patients until we have documentation that there was an exposure. We don't even just test them randomly. We just take their name and phone number, find the substance, and then say, okay, call the police. If it turns out positive, you have several days to be tested and treated.
So no one gets tested randomly just because they go into their doctor screaming anthrax.
As far as the CDC recommendations in our hospital, absolutely not. They're not supposed to. Now, doctors might be doing it.
Well, we just lost them. Well, when you hear that from a doctor, what do you say?
That's exactly what my doctor told me. He goes, they're not doing blood tests. They're not doing blood tests until there's some kind of an outbreak in that area.
Till there's an outbreak.
Yeah,
or till you bring in your powdered hat.
So that's exactly what he said is what my doctor told me also.
So could they put you in a nut hut for 3 days? I'll sign any kind of Baker Act.
Yeah, I'll be a signature.
Is everyone who's been running to him, like he said, are we all going to nut huts? I mean, it's not crazy to think that this may be the anthrax. It's not nuts at all.
It's completely insane, Billy. It's completely insane.
It's insane to leave your job. Now, today, when I turned on the news and I saw that an aide for Dan Rather had been infected with the anthrax, the first thing I thought was, Staples listed his occupation as aide to Dan Rather.
You better not.
No, I didn't.
You've never met him, Billy.
No, I have not.
Don't even tell them CBS, okay? You keep this very small. Don't even say NEW. If anybody asks, say you work for Fez. And leave it at that.
No.
Well, there's no mistake there. Billy did not be a hero. Because James writes in, Billy Staples may have the rare 4th kind of anthrax.
What's that?
Hypochondriac anthrax.
Hypochondriacs.
How did it happen that all I did in, with my patriotism, my heroism after the 11th...
Heroism?
What heroism?
What heroism did you have?
Well, I went down...
You put on a flag.
I went down there twice. I was down at West Side Highway with everyone hanging out and, talking to people. That
made you a hero?
You went down there and ate their sandwiches.
Well, I snuck into the city to get here.
That story I don't no longer even believe.
Oh.
From what I understand, the trains were wide open that day.
So basically now everything, because I come down with symptoms of a disease, everything I've done or said is totally now vermouth.
Yes, like
what's
you said.
vermouth mean? Verboten? Does verboot mean verboten?
Well, moot means it's not real. So
Exactly.
Then
like
your name should be Billy Vermouth.
Yes, you have vermouth anthrax.
I just can't believe not even one little bit of you even believes me. I mean, not even
not
like
a
one
cell in my body. Not a cell in my body.
That's very
Every
frustrating.
cell in my body has then a choir screaming, liar, liar. The guy wanted a day off work.
Billy, I saw some of the work you turned in yesterday before you left. I would have run home, too.
No, that's because
And I
was
know
sick.
that you're up all night, too. People tell me all the time, oh, I signed online, 5:30 in the morning. Billy's on saying he's checking out porno.
Well, yeah, but...
So I don't think you're sleeping enough. I think that's why you don't feel well.
Yeah, maybe you just overspanked. It happens.
I don't want to think about him spanking. All right, now Marty says, maybe Billy has the fifth kind of anthrax.
Oh, what's that?
Nothing. I blame this on you, Al.
Again. Why don't you lick a hat?
Go lick that hat for me, would you
I don't
please?
know what that could possibly be.
Oh, wait, the hat's on my head.
Is that the one you've been wearing?
Yeah, I forgot I was wearing
The hat that you're wearing is the anthrax hat.
Yeah, see on
That's
the top of the hat? On the top of the hat?
Here, hand me the hat. Hand me the anthrax hat.
Lick
Oh,
it,
ow. Quit being a baby.
Lick it, Fez.
That's lint. It's dust. How long have you been...
It's a powdery substance. It could be anything.
It's dust. How long has this hat been sitting on the shelf?
You're filthy. Don't worry about a thing, Billy. You're just filthy.
I'm not a filthy person.
You're Pigpen. If we were a cartoon, you'd be Pigpen.
You know what it is, I think? You know when you sweat through your hat and you get that salt stain?
Mm-hmm.
Salt stain. Sweaty salt stain. Hand him back his anthrax hat.
I thought it was some extra salt he wanted for later.
Ooh, now I've got dust and lint all over me. I'm going to have to leave the show early tonight, Ron. I have to see my gyno.
It's an outbreak, Fuzzy. It's an outbreak.
I got too close to the hat, the dirty hat.
Hey, Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how you doing?
What can we do for you?
All right, I'm in the Army. I was down at the Trade Center for the first 3 weeks. I lived at Ground Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And I just heard your hero over there talking about the Trade Center stuff, and he doesn't have the right to use the word hero.
I know,
right?
that was...
I was down there working, and we weren't nothing. The heroes are dead. They're laying in that pile right now. And he doesn't have the right to even talk about it.
I agree 100%, Billy. And the rest of the stuff is just you trying to get off work, but you shouldn't have thrown in the heroism line. That was wrong.
You're probably right.
I'm 100% right. Also 100% right about you lying about having anthrax.
What a record you got.
Me and a lot of other people, I'm sure, are sitting here getting more pissed off by the minute, you know?
I'd like to apologize
and Ron says I want to thank you guys for all your support and everything, and everybody else in New York.
No.
Yeah.
When we were coming up and down West Side Highway, seeing all those signs every night, that's what kept us going, so
That's
thanks
terrific.
a lot.
I thank you, my friend.
Have a good
And
one.
I apologize.
Thanks, Chris.
I apologize to you, and I apologize to the human race for what Billy's done.
Exactly. Anyone who's really having to deal with an anthrax scare. And for those people who are trying, like Mayor Giuliani, who are trying to keep a lid on any sort of runaway panic.
You know, I do blame the news somewhat on this stuff, Fezzy, because you can't turn it on without anthrax and what could happen. And the weak-minded and the weak-willed, such as Billy, are going to start and fall for this. But Billy, I hate to say it because this thing started out and you were the big patriot, but to me, you have shown nothing but cowardice in the face of the enemy and high treason.
This is wrong.
Billy, we're going to have to tear off your stripes, your shiny, shiny buttons, and break that big sword.
You've been branded. Not banded, but branded.
Branded, Billy Staples.
For being sick.
Branded, scorned as the one who ran.
From his job.
What do you do when you're branded?
And you know you're a man.
Here's the quote I want you to listen to.
Okay.
Wherever you go for the rest of your life, you must prove you're a man.
That's the quote I I want him to live by. Wherever you go for the rest of your life, you must prove you're a man.
Billy Staples, you are now added to a long list of those that have been branded since the attacks.
Including last night, an entire town for the first time.
Berkeley, California got branded for their city commission voting 5-4 to denounce the United States of America and its war against terrorism and its bombing of Afghanistan.
Unbelievable with that, huh?
Yeah. Billy, maybe you'd be more at home in Berkeley.
Billy, turn around and walk out of the studio. Leave your dusty hat with Al. Take off your I Heart New York shirt. There he goes.
He doesn't deserve to wear an I Heart New York t-shirt.
Nobody can waddle away with disgust like Billy. And I know he cusses under his breath. I hear him.
Oh, yeah, and then the door slams into the CD rack.
And I hear that whole wrestle.
I'm going to have a Anthrax. I don't know what I'm going to do.
What if it's true, Fezzy?
It's not true. It's not true.
What if he does have anthrax?
He doesn't have anthrax. They wouldn't let it, this doctor that he's going to, wouldn't let him be walking the streets like this if they even considered the fact that he'd have anthrax.
Al, I need somebody on the phones at all times. Let me ask you this, Al. Do we believe him for a second?
No, I don't believe him for a second. In fact, I did a song about him also.
No,
what?
God.
Now everyone's musically inclined out of nowhere.
When did Mr. Rock and Roll Jeopardy have time to get in the studio?
This afternoon.
Now, did Phil Ramone produce this for you?
No, this is...
I wish Joey Ramone would produce your next one.
From the other side. God.
I feel like I'm in a pool bar.
This is the real version. Good Lord.
Todd Rundgren did a song about Billy.
That's excellent. You got a great voice,
No.
Al.
You nailed that. I'm going to start calling you the Wizard.
No, this is the real one.
Idiot.
Billy don't want to work. He wants to pretend he has anthrax all day. Billy don't want to play. Just wants to pretend he has anthrax all day. Ever since he was the fat guy, he don't want no career. He don't need no job. He took some coke and an old envelope, opened it at work so he could go chat on AOL because Billy don't want to work. He wants to pretend to have anthrax all day. Billy don't want to play, just wants to pretend he has anthrax all day. When he got skinnier, they thought he was fine. Ron and Fez hired him, thought he could shine. Now Billy lies and plays on our fears, so unless he has anthrax, he'll be out on his ass, cause Billy don't want to work. He wants to pretend he has anthrax all day. Billy don't want to play, just wants to pretend he has anthrax all day.
All right.
Wow.
Here's why I hate it.
Yeah.
It's going to be in my head all night long.
Here.
I'm going to go home. I'll be in a shower or something. Just wants to pretend he had anthrax all day.
On the instant feedback, Melissa writes and it says, is Al the lead singer in the band Cake? You do sound like that talkie thing going. Billy don't want to work.
Wow, Al.
Ugh.
Billy must have really ticked you off to do something that embarrassing to yourself.
All right, Pantera and Paranoid also have a song.
What? This is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
All right. Pantera and Paranoid.
Yo, what up, dog?
Yeah, you know, nothing, just chillin'.
Yo, you hear about Billy Staples?
Nah, whatever, zipper chest.
Got the anthrax, yo.
No, he didn't.
I wouldn't lie to you.
And it's not fair.
Billy got the anthrax. Yo, Billy got the anthrax. Yo, Billy got the anthrax.
not fair.
Billy has the anthrax. What up with that? Staple his stomach because he got too fat. Nature boy Billy makes crazy noises. Yells that out because he don't know who his boss is. Billy got the anthrax. Billy got the anthrax. Or is it just the flu? Don't diss his band cause he'll throw a fit. He clears the halls when he takes us. Billy, don't complain, you have no gripe. It can't be any wicked when you got no fight. It can't be any wicked when you got no fight. It can't be any wicked when you got no fight. Can't be any wicked when you got the pipe.
And it's not fair.
That sounds like Prince's Black Album. Paranoid comes in with a heavily produced piece. I dug that in a big way.
Here's what I love about all the songs. The fact that they all accuse Billy of lying. Mm-hmm. They all accuse him of faking anthrax. And yet they all had to mention his weight. Like that has anything to do with it.
He wants to breathe. He has anthrax all day. Billy don't want to play.
Hear this?
Wants to pretend he has anthrax all day.
Nobody believes Billy, and that's the sad thing. Where's Billy? Where's Billy Staples?
All right, who wants to do this one? Billy's unbelievable.
Hoping it works so he could go chat on AOL because Billy don't want to work.
You heard the songs, you're just flying in here.
Yeah, people got a lot of free time.
Oh, what? And you?
Oh, you don't? You took a day off.
The guy who owns Airsick is acting like people who make silly songs are wasting their time.
Well, Airsick's a business. This is, these guys are just trying to poke fun at me, and it's, it's not really right. Airsick is a business that makes money.
How you feeling?
I feel horrible.
I haven't seen you sick all night. I saw you eat a tuna fish sandwich, tuna fish bagel.
Did you see me throw it up?
No, but you do that after every meal anyway.
Right, how are we supposed to know?
And I also know that there's a bag of peanut butter cups missing. So for having the flu, you're not doing too well. Or for having anthrax.
I had one of those miniature Reese's cups, and that bag is gone and empty?
That's correct.
And you wonder why you throw up. Augustus Gump, you're going to throw up.
I didn't eat that many of them.
But he's hungry. But I'm hungry.
Look, I ate a half a sandwich, which is not a lot for me, and it just didn't go down. I got sick, and it's just all part of the whole picture.
He wants to split this tuna fish bagel with me. The guy says he has anthrax. Then he's going, you want half of this? I'm going, no.
God.
I was just trying to be polite.
There's nothing consistent in your story whatsoever.
Yeah.
Anthrax is not contagious from person to person. I know I'm not going to eat a whole sandwich.
Joe, you're on Run of Fez.
There's a real medical term for what Billy has. It's called heartburn.
Ah, you got the reflux.
Actually, since the surgery, I don't anymore. I used to have it.
Oh, good. One thing's going your way. All right. Anyone want to write a song, Duran Duran, the reflux?
I bring Al in here. I want to bust him on something.
Dukes!
Oh, by the way, on the instant feedback from Dan from Hoboken, air sickness is business. I want to invest.
I love it when Dan ends the show with something cruel.
I know. Now, by the way, you're so proud of that song of yours?
Yes, I am.
You played it twice?
Yes.
Right? So I guess you wrote it.
I had some help with it.
Who helped you?
Dan from Hoboken.
Why didn't you tell us?
Why don't you give kudos?
I sang it, though.
So what?
You didn't
you ever see me run around going, do you hear my show on the radio? Do you hear me? No, I said, did you hear us? Me and Fez. That's what you do when you're a partner with somebody.
No, Dan from Hoboken wrote it. I sang it and produced it.
So you realize you're not up for Song of the Year or the Grammy Awards. The writer is.
He's Milli Vanilli.
Hey, Scott. Scott, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Hey, Scott.
Hey, the Chew Al's going to be doing Priceline.com commercials next.
Yeah, I got to get out of this place.
He's in Cake. We need cake songs for you, Al. You got to remake a cake song, or should I ask Dan, your Bernie Taupin, to do it? Here is Wizard. Wizard, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Wizard.
Ronnie and Fez, you love these guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I think anybody, even Billy, would get sick of working around Al. I think Al's trying to sabotage everybody just to keep his job.
You think Billy's got anthrax?
You know, let me tell you something. I'll blame Al for just about everything. But this guy faking Anthrax yesterday. No, that's all was all. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Hey, guys, how you doing? 9733.
Hooah! Hooah! Hooah!
Hey, look, the results are in on Billy's test.
Oh, really? Billy, your results are in. Come in.
Staples, test results now.
Billy, the doctor called. We got your test results. We'll be here with you. Al, hold his hand while he gets the test results. What are the results, doctor?
This is good news.
I'm afraid it's a severe case of mental retardation.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, no.
Our worst fears came true.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WMEW.